Maybe, I mean, maybe that's the output on the back. Maybe that's what they did to change it. Maybe there's that. And maybe we run one up into here. Like that. There it is. Okay, so the back is the output now. I get it. I get it. I get it now. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? The Haggard Nerd here. Welcome back to Factorio. We're doing this game for Mixed Bag Monday series. Yeah, game, whatever. And I did a playthrough a while back, but I wanted to go ahead and bring it back up since this is like Mixed Bag Monday. We play different games each week. And this is one of my favorite games, so I wanted to be able to share this with you guys. If you haven't had a chance to check out Factorio, yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. It sucks you in. So last episode we spent some time getting some very basic automations situated. We got some iron plates being crafted here. We got some, let's see, we got some copper plates being worked on over here, and then over on the map down here, we have some stone being dug up, which I'm not going to run over there just for that. Last I checked, I thought the game was like $20, but it might have changed, and I last checked like years ago. So if you look in the description towards the bottom, there should be a link to the actual game website, and you'll be able to find the price on there. If one of you guys want to look and put it in the chat, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it. But I think it was like factorio.com or something. But okay, so this episode we are going to go ahead and start looking at maybe getting into some very basic electricity, and it looks like I have enough to start working on some drills. Okay, let's go ahead and make one pump. Let's make a couple boilers and one steam engine. And then we're gonna need some electric poles to run wires too. So let's go ahead and make all those. And if you hear that little chunking noise, I got a queue down here. And it takes time to build certain things. It's not instant. It's one of the challenges of the game, but it's like it isn't a game killer. It makes you plan ahead. So if like you need like 1,000 bullets to go raid this enemy base, it's gonna take time to make 1,000 bullets manually, or you should build things to automate that process for you. So that it's kind of an incentivizer to work on machines rather than do stuff manually. So yeah, $20, yeah, and it's totally worth $20. I've, like, before I started doing this Mixed Bag Monday series, I have like 790 hours in the game. I'm not proud to admit that, but I enjoyed every minute of it. Like, there will be times where you sit down to play a game of Factorio and then you look up and it's like tomorrow. It happens. It's one of those type games, but like in the best way possible. All right, so we have an offshore pump, we have a boiler, and we have a steam engine. I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple pipes too. Let's make like 20 pipes. And I'm gonna run all the way over here. That's where our water source is. It's kind of far away, but I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna go like right here. Going to dig up some of these trees, just get them out of the way, clear it up. I miss bots. Bots are so nice. With bots, you can just say, hey, cut down all these trees. Right here. And then they all fly out from your backpack or come out of your logistic system and come take them down for you. It's so much easier. So much faster. Let's see here. If you're not proud of 700 hours, I wonder how you feel being me. It's all good, Mouthward. It's all good, buddy. I'm actually proud of this, like, having spent so much time. I'm mainly just joking, but... So, there's no reason why I'm picking specifically 4, I'm just putting 4 down. I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple... Oh, they changed the look of these. Interesting. And the reason why I'm putting 2 down is because one can only heat the water so much... unless they change that, which may be a possibility. So I'm going to put some steam here, or some cold air, so that way these will burn and create steam, and then that will go into here. And now this is being fed, well, will be being fed with steam, which should create electricity and a little bit of pollution, but the electricity is totally worth it. What's up, CJ? How's it going? Welcome back. Alrighty, so I'm gonna clear this out just so we can see what we're doing. I like to have a nice clean base, nice organized base. So if you have a really crappy like spaghetti base, then it's spaghetti factory, it's not fun. So now if we put down a pole, we can pull power over however we want to go. And I really wish we had this functionality in Astroneer. If I just click and hold, it'll just auto-magically put down things at the proper distance, which is absolutely wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to run... Oh, am I out? Oh, I'm too far away. Right. I used to have long reach on, and it would like let me reach all the way across the map. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to maximize the efficiency of this area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of these electric mining drills. I'm going to go ahead and do, let's do 4. Elite Dangerous, consume my life, 2,500 hours. Nice, nice. We got some dedicated peoples. That's awesome. Okay, so we're just waiting on these to be built. We have 2 more to go. And while that's going, I have 2 down here in my thingamabob. Very descriptive, I know. So I'm gonna put one of these electric mining drills here. And if you look over on the right-hand side, like right here, when I hover over that, there's that green square around the drill. It tells you that within the affected area, the drill can pull up to 18,000 coal and 404 iron ore. I don't want to mix my iron ore and my coal right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it down so it's not, that top corner on the left is not touching iron ore. So I'm going to plop this here, and I'm going to put one belt right there, and I'm going to move this over to where, there we go. So now, why is that not working? That should have power. It should have power, but it's not, I don't have power. Gotta figure out where we don't have power. Haggard, oh yeah, so the issue is that Sagittarius say, yeah, I remember seeing you saying something about having a very, very long trip. So why is it not working? So normally, you just put your stuff down. I feel like maybe something has changed in the game. Maybe I've missed something. Maybe... What's going on? So this is all connected. This is all connected. And I'll explain that screen in a moment. Alright, we should have power running to this, and I don't understand why it's not. That should be getting power. It's in the powered area. Huh. I feel kind of dumb. Because normally you just connect those and it would just start. But it is currently not. And I'm looking like a dummy here because maybe they changed the power situation since last I played. I think it was 0.13 when I last played, and we're up to 0.15. Is the caps lock on? I don't know, maybe. Anyway. Huh. Okay. Putting that down. Why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing? Let me pull all this back up. Because I mean, normally it was just the boilers were a lot smaller way back when. I would assume it was like that. Oh, what is this other thing that I'm seeing here? There's like this and there's that. So why are there 2 now coming out the back? They've really changed it up on me. I feel really dumb. If anybody knows what's going on, let me know, please. Because, okay. So there's that. That is now... Damn it! Oh, okay. Alright. So maybe that's not correct. That was connected properly. That was connected properly. Let's try it from down this direction and see what happens. Oh, damn it. I mean, it goes along with how my day has been today. Like, I don't understand why this is not working out. It should be working. I may have to do some freaking research. Alrighty. Not as easy as it looks. Yeah, I mean, generally, that's kind of how this game works. Maybe, I mean, maybe that's the output on the back. Maybe that's what they did to change it. Maybe there's that. And maybe we run one up into here. Like that. There it is. Okay, so the back is the output now. I get it. I get it. I get it now. Okay, so that's what it is. So you have two inputs on the side for liquid, and then you have one output on the back for steam engines. That's interesting, because used to you'd have to line up like 14 little tiny boilers that were only like 1 tile wide to like 10 big steam engines. Oh man, I got it figured out. I figured it out. That's kind of a part of this game. Like, you got to be able to like think through situations and see maybe why something's not working the way you'd expect. But now we have electricity production, and nothing's really being changed because it's all at max capacity. Welcome back, Brozelli. Yeah, I was having issues early, but we got it going now. We're working. Everything's working now, thankfully. So we got this little situation here. We got some very basic power going. And so now what I can do is, instead of using these things that are very crazy with pollution, I'm gonna dig them all up, make sure there's no coal in the ground. There we go. And then we can set it up to where we can collect coal now. We're just gonna do this. And I need to make some more boxes. Let's make 5 of those. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna put that there. And now we have coal being collected. And I'm actually going to limit this, so that way we only have like 1 full stack. Because I've got the big bags mod on, and I think 1 stack is 500 versus like, I forget what the small stacks are. I think it's like 50 or something small like that. And what I want to do is I want to transform this little section right here into an actual proper like production line, I guess. Let's see here. Good. Can have fixed the major problem. I'll try streaming PC. Can I ask the fix? I have major problem when I try streaming PC on OBS consoles. Fine. Well, when you stream using the same PC as you're using OBS and streaming, it's very, very taxing on the machine, because when you're streaming, it's encoding the stream on the fly. So if you're playing something and then you're also streaming at the same, streaming at the same time, that's like competing for resources. And I do that right now. Like if I don't get the frames I should be, but I am running i7, so it really, really helps with that. And I've also offloaded recording to the CPU and streaming to the, no, other way around. Recording to the GPU and streaming to the CPU. But the problem I was having earlier was a driver issue. I was blue screening with a driver violation, verifier violation or something like that. So, yeah. Alright, so let me think about this. So what I want to do is I'm probably going to rework all this, and you'll do that a lot in Factorio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple of these guys. One here, and one there. And you guys will see what I'm doing in a minute. So that way both sides of the line are going to be loaded. As you can see, there's actually 2 lanes. There's a left and a right side of the belts here. And you can have it to where one side's fully loaded by one thing and the other side is fully loaded by the other. But you just have to make sure that everything's set to handle that mix of things. But I generally like to try to run pure lines. It just makes things a lot cleaner, a lot simpler. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run this over here. I'm going to make a shit ton more these transport belts. And I need more iron. Thankfully, I've got a crap ton in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the whole 194, because I will eventually use all of it. Alright, so while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and get some more furnaces built. Let's go ahead and make 20. So we got 20 queued up down here. Hurricane Ophelia is passing through Scotland. Oh, goodness. Is everything all right over there, John? I've not seen anything about Ophelia. I apologize for not being in the know or up to date with everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and provide power to these two. I'm just going to put it right here for now. That's not generally how I do it, but it's going to save on having to build more poles. I want to build as few poles as possible right now. Few of anything as possible. But that kind of didn't work out. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. So now we have iron ore coming in through here. And what that's going to allow us to do is to use the iron ore. We're still waiting on all those. Okay. So I don't want to. I'm gonna have to wait for these. Before I can go into the next part. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get up here and start queuing up some things. So we have plenty of copper plating. Let's go ahead and pick up our coal, and also Alt will show you the indicators of what's in boxes and what's being worked on. So that, I like to leave that going. I forgot about that. Mostly strong winds. Okay. Well, hopefully. Oh, Roselli, you're in Scotland too? Nice. I knew you had the accent, but I wasn't going to assume anything about anything. I find assuming tends to... What is it, making donkeys out of things? I don't remember exactly how that saying goes, but you get what I'm saying. I'm kidding. Yeah, I got you. That's funny. John, my moderator, he is also from Scotland. I'd love to visit Scotland at some point. Looks like a very pretty place. But I wish you guys the best of luck. Not Scotland, England. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, John, I wish you the best of luck getting through Ophelia. If there's anything I can do for you, man, let me know. I don't know that there's a lot I can do from across the pond, but, and then some. But, I'll do my best. Alright, so we are still working on our transport belts. We have about 175 left in the queue, so they're going pretty quickly. It takes a half a second for each, so we're kind of waiting for about 2 more minutes, a little bit more than 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes for that to finish. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go down and collect some more stone. Just for the sake of it. We need to fill these guys up with fuel as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just put 250 there, and put 250 there. And we shall forever have stone. I'm also going to limit this to 2 stacks each. Because we shouldn't ever need more than that. Alright, so this is, I'm not being as productive as I'd like because I'm just kind of waiting on these transport belts. These transport belts will allow us to, you know, have a lot of transport belts to work with. So, and we will go through these pretty quickly. Once those are made, we'll have some furnaces, and then once those are made, oop, that's not what I'm trying to do. We'll start focusing on other things. I need to start working on getting some labs built, but I need a whole bunch more electronic circuits, and the reason why I don't have that is because we need iron plates, it says. And how I know that is because when I hover over at the very, very bottom of the screen there, it says total raw 22.5, so I believe that's 22.5 seconds. It requires 36 raw copper plates and 15 raw... I said that backwards. 36 raw iron plates and 15 copper plates in order to make 1 lab. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Make 2 of those, just kind of get those going. And then let's see what we can do for science. So we can go ahead and do 5 science. Let's go ahead and queue that up. That's going to take a little while because that takes 5.5 seconds per... I thought that took longer, but I could be wrong. Covers nearly the whole of the UK. Holy crap. Holy crap, man. Well, I wish you guys the best. Holy crap. Oh, man. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over here. I'm going to put down these two labs over here. And the reason why I'm doing 2 is that way I can split up the research between the 2 labs. I'm going to put 1... Actually, I want to wait for the lab to finish. So now we have both labs here. I'll explain it here in just a second. It's better for me to put something down and then do it and then explain it later. So let's do that. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not ready for that just yet. So let's go 1, 2, 3. I think that'll work. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to put a chest in between here. I'm going to put 2... Can we make the mechanical inserters now that we have electricity? We need more... We need more copper iron plates. So what I'm going to do is put all of the science I have into that box, and it's going to split between the two, and it's going to double up the speed of the research. Sorry, when I kind of get into thinking about things, the thinking about thing part of my brain takes over the speech part of my brain, and I have to keep the two. I have to juggle between the two to try to make any sort of sense. So let's go ahead and make 2 of those. And now these are electric inserters versus burner inserters. So these require electricity versus coal. Yeah, or burned fuel rather. And if you noticed, there's that blue square. That means this is the area in which this pole provides power, if I can speak with my words. So I'm going to go ahead and put my science packs in there, and you will see that as soon as I select some sort of something here, it's going to start. This will give me automation. This will give me assembling machine 1, so that's how you get started with basic assembly things. It also gives us long-handed inserters. Interesting. We have lights here, which would be great for you guys to see things at night. We will do that very soon because I want you guys to have that. Here you have your first gun turrets. Very basic protection. We're not too worried about that just yet. Also, the same thing with walls. Very basic military stuff. You have a submachine gun, shotgun, different types of stuff. I want to get into the rifle bots and stuff. That'll be fun, but that's part of a mod. This really starts getting into like routing your conveyor belts and stuff in different areas, and then you also have a faster inserter, so instead of just like super slow back and forth, it goes a lot faster, and it's more efficient, uses more power, of course. Long reach, that'd be great. We're not gonna worry about that just yet. Landfill helps with like filling in water. We're not gonna worry about that right now. And then we have tool belt, which requires red and green. So these are all available to me right now. All the red items require things up here to be unlocked first. So I think to get started, we're gonna go ahead and focus on automation. It requires 10 science packs, 10 seconds times 10, and 1 science pack. Other things requires like 5 science packs per 10 seconds times 10, you know, and there's a way for that to be more expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this automation thing because I think that'll be a good way to go. And you see these guys already working. They're pulling out the science and they're churning through it right now. I'm going to have to manually make a few more. So let's go ahead and make maybe like, I think we made 5 now, so we're gonna make another 5. Okay, sorry, I was trying to catch up on chat there. So that's still doing its thing, and we are halfway through automation already, so that's great. I'm just waiting on 2 to finish, 1 to finish now. And there we go. So we should have all 10 ready to go and push automation all the way to completion, and we can start working on like actual automation. So you can see like we started off at the beginning of previous episode manually digging things up, which evolved into a very basic automation process here, and that's about to evolve into a much more, hey, unfinished. Okay, cool. That's going to evolve into a much more complicated but awesome assembly process. So yeah, lost my words there for a second. So we have those furnaces I was looking for earlier. So what I'm going to do, and that's a bit too close, so I'm going to actually just kind of move down here. I'm going to do every other one, I think, for right now. I could just squeeze, actually I'm just squeeze them all in together for right now, just to make it simple, because we will be rebuilding all this and rebuilding all this later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do 5, I think, for right now. And the reason for that, actually, let's move that back a bit, is because I'm gonna have a line coming out here. Just one up. Let's do that. And then I'm actually gonna route this iron up and around. That's telling me that I was too far away. And then I'm actually gonna have another thing coming down from here with the coal that I have running over. So what's going to happen now is this coal is going to only land on the one side of the track, of the conveyor belt. And now the iron ore is going to do the same thing. So now that's getting pulled over there. And now what we can do is I'm going to make a few more of these electric inserters, because I don't want to use burner inserters now that we have electricity. So let's go ahead and make all the burner or the electric inserters, because I do use those frequently. A couple in the car got crushed by a falling tree. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. Oh man. I wish you safety, guys. Anybody in Ireland right now? Alright, so we're kind of waiting on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually run another thing over here. And I'm going to put another inserter right there just to catch them. That's all that's going to be. It's going to be super simple, super easy. That guy ran out of fuel, so let's go ahead and give him some fuel. Oh wait, he should be getting fuel from here. Am I getting low on power? So our production is low, our satisfaction is full. So that means as long as this line doesn't hit our hold on, let me think about this. 100% is satisfied. So if this number drops, then we have bad situation with our power. However, if production hits 100%, that's also bad. So what we need to do is always have headroom here. And as long as this isn't at 100 max percent, we have headroom and we can build up until we hit max. If we hit max, then this starts to drop, and that means I need to start adding more machines, more boilers, more all kinds of good stuff. Alright, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and speed up this process just a little bit. And we're going to put one more over there. So now we have two, and that should fix this issue. And this will back up again, so once it gets backed up, we're actually about to make this area obsolete. My inserters are now done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just one every other one, just to kind of keep them nice and organized. And we're going to have some coming out as well. And you notice the flat line is where it's accepting from, and the yellow arrow is where it's going to deposit to. So what we're going to do now is make some more electric poles, because we need them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and plop down just enough to cover everything on both sides. And I'm waiting for that to finish. That'll take just a moment. The idea is once we get these laid down, these will all be powered once I connect it to the power that's coming up from here. And then these will grab both the coal and the iron and plop them into here. And when these are done, they will plop them onto this belt. And when that is done, this will plop into that box, and we will have increased our iron plate output by 2.5 times. Because instead of 2, it's 5, you know, so it's more than double. Okay, so we are waiting on 67, 65 copper cables to finish. And we are out of fuel over here, so let's go ahead and split up between the two. Cool. And I'm also going to go ahead and manually make another bunch of science packs. What do I need? I need more iron plates. So let me go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to make, let's get rid of that one. 5, 10, 15, 20. I think 20 for right now is fine. That way we can start working on more research. Because we just researched automation, and I want to show you guys that. We will get there. This game is all about step by step, making sure everything's working. I know it seems kind of tedious, and some aspects of the game are, but like there's a certain appreciation you build once you get things working just the right way. So now you see our inserters are pulling over both coal and iron ore from here, and we are now having our plates get dropped into this chest. And really, this thing's going faster than this one inserter can provide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up my my insertion into the chest. That kind of came out really bad, but hey, it's all right. All right, so now let's see here. It seems like it's keeping up now, at least. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these. I'm holding F just to pick things up off the ground. And it looks like that should be fine. It might back up a little bit, but it's good, it's good. So now we don't actually need any of this anymore. We don't need these burner inserters. And I'm gonna drop the additional iron ore that I have in here, just in this one, just so I can burn it through. All right, so now we can actually reroute our coal to go up this way. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break that for right now and wait for that to finish going up and through. Actually, no, never mind. I'm just gonna go ahead and manually pick it up because that'll just be quicker. I do need coal still. Is it HDH oven or HD oven? So either way, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, I'm good with butchering names. I mean no disrespect. All right, so now you can see we have fully automated our fuel collection, our iron ore collection, and yeah, so we can start working on bigger, better things. So I believe I've crafted all of the science packs that I need. So let's run down there. The next thing I want to start doing is automating the crafting of the red science packs instead of having to do them manually. So that is a thing on the list that we're going to start working on. I need to get my research going. So let's go ahead and get some lights so you guys can see when it turns night. So let's get that going. And I believe you can queue things up. I could be wrong. No, you can't queue things up. Never mind. You have to wait for things to finish. So we'll keep an eye on this bar. And when that finishes, we'll run back down. Actually, we don't have to run back down because as long as we pick something that is 10 or less required red science, then it's already in the box. And all I got to do is just tell it to research the thing. Alrighty. Okay, so far so good. The idea is eventually we want to get this built out to where it's a huge thing, and then we want to do this basic same thing with our copper, and then I should probably check on my power usage because we're starting to use things, but we're not getting to full max saturation just yet, or utilization rather. Okay, let's see what is in our options here to start doing things. Words? Can I use words? I don't know if I'm using words properly. Alright, so I'm going to build a couple, actually, I'm going to go ahead and just build 5, just build all the assembling machines. Get that done and out of the way. It's Hoven. Okay. Okay, that works. Hoven. Alrighty. Okay, I'll try to remember that. So that finished. That's good. So I have backpack, which requires 100. We have turrets we might want to start looking at fairly soon. So we have science pack, we have walls. I'm actually going to go ahead and start researching this because I want to start looking in, pardon me, I apologize. I'm going to start looking into the military thing so we can get some of those robot army things going. It's one of my favorite mods, and actually one of the mods commented on one of my old videos, or the mod maker rather commented on one of my old videos, and I was kind of happy about that. Let's see here. Yeah, thank you for the welcome rating of my friend Brozelli. Hey, it's no big deal, bud. I try to spread the love, man. Try to spread positive energy and happiness and all that good stuff. I'm trying to cultivate like a really respectful, friendly community, and I'm trying to share that with people too. So, yeah, good stuff. Okay, let me think. What do I want to do? I'm waiting on these assembling machines to finish. I think what I want to do before I end this episode is I want to get very, very basic red science automated, and then once we do that, we will get on to bigger and better things in the next episode. So we got a little bit more time left on this episode. Oh, Hoven, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the community, buddy. Woo! Yeah. That kind of went below the camera, but hey, there you go. Make sure you join our Discord. It's a great place for us to chat outside of the streams and let you guys get caught up on things that are going on that I might not have time or the ability to communicate out to the channel itself via video or the discussion tab. Okay, so now we have some military things we can start looking at. We have now a submachine gun we can work on. We have a shotgun we can work on. I kind of want to get into this, but it requires some other things to be built. That requires a whole bunch of stuff. Man. But hey, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. And the thing about these robots, and the reason why I love this this mod, is because instead of us going out and trying to find alien nests and take them out, these guys go out and are automated. They have AI and they go out and they look for alien nests. Oh my gosh, they've updated the map. Now I can see things are... Oh, what? What? You can now zoom in from the map? That is cool as hell. You used to not be able to do that. Oh man. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Oh, man. But it's only the visible area, it seems. That makes sense. That is... Good job, devs. Good job, devs. I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. Okay, so we have made our automation. So what we want to do is we want to make red science, and what I want to do is I'm going to clear out these trees down here so I can make myself some space. You love the party poppers? Yeah, I do too, John. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing, except when they like explode and hit me in the neck like they did that one time. It was fun though. Let's see here. Did I set myself offline on Steam? I don't know. I think I'm just like defaulted to offline when I sign in or whatever. I may have to change that. Haggard not been live streaming on YouTube that long. How long has Haggard been on YouTube? I have been on YouTube since September 15th of 2016. I started the channel as a vlogging channel. And that was fun, and I kept that up for a while, and I still kind of want to do that, but I just don't have time for it, man. My life's not that interesting. But in December-ish, yeah, towards the end of December, I got into doing Let's Plays, and Astroneer was my first game. And once I realized that people enjoyed watching me play games, I was like, man, I need to do more games. And the second game I chose was Factorio. And that went on for like 40 episodes. And that was fun. That was a fun playthrough. But then I decided to move on to things. And yeah, that's how it works. So to kind of explain what I've done here is I've built an assembling machine. And this assembling machine will create red science for us, and it will deposit it into this wooden chest, and from there it will be fed back and forth as needed to these labs. Now the thing here is I'm going to limit this to 1 stack. The thing is, in order for this to work, it needs power for one, which we'll take care of. It requires copper plates and iron gears, but the thing is, iron gears are made from copper plates, so all we need to do is actually make a second assembly machine to make our iron gears. And what this is going to do is I'm going to put an inserter here, I'm going to put an inserter here and an inserter here, and I'm going to put 2 boxes, and this is going to hold iron plates. This requires just plates, so this is going to be copper plates. I'm going to put like half of them in there, and then I'm going to power this thing up, and you guys are going to see what's going to happen. It's going to be glorious. So there. So now you have these inserters putting things in. This is now making gears. Gears are now being accepted into here. And we're waiting, because these take 5 whole seconds to be made. Drops into there. And we don't have anything currently being researched, but I'm going to find something. Let's go ahead and make our turrets. You guys can see. I mean, it's not fast or anything, but it's automated this. So all I need to do is supply this with plenty of plates of both copper and iron. I'll go run and grab some. And we will have automated research going on. Now, obviously, we don't want to do this manually the entire game. So there will be points, there will be a point where we'll have an entire bank of labs and an entire bank of of oh, I'm too far away. An entire bank of things making red science, and then other things making other types of science, and it'll become just this big massive monster of awesomeness. So actually, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and maximize the efficiency here, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to rework this build. I know I just built this, but you'll see why. Right now the thing that I'm seeing is that this one cannot feed both of these efficiently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take all this down except for the labs. Okay, I'm too far away. Okay. And I'm going to make an assembler, here, an assembler here, and one here. I'm basically doubling up the thing that I did there before. So what I'm gonna do is right here, I'm gonna blink, I think it's copy, is it shift? Yeah, it's shift, okay. And then we'll do gear, shift click, it just copies it over. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this, and that, and this, and that. And I'm actually going to pull from the same box, same two boxes, let's just do half the plates and half the plates. And let's go ahead, and that's not gonna be enough, so I'm gonna have to run on both sides. So now that's feeding into there and making red science. Now we have two sets of red science, and that is independently feeding each of these labs. And then once these both go in, these are now doubled up and doing things. So as long as I keep these two chests filled, we are good to go for red science. And we have twice the efficiency, or twice the speed of our research. And it's wonderful. Let's see here. Catching up on chat real quick. Is there a multiplayer faction for Factorio? There is indeed, actually. Your first year is coming up in November? Oh yeah, man. Yeah, there's all kinds of things to learn in YouTube, man. It's an ongoing thing. Absolutely. Let me see what I want to research. So this will give me my distance bonuses, but that's not super important right now. Let's go ahead and get our logistics 1 figured out. So that'll allow us to do some more interesting things very, very soon. Haggard also live streams to Twitch and Mixer, indeed. It's pretty quick. Used to stream on a 4th platform. Yeah, it was Smashcast or something. I don't remember. But people on there seem to be kind of rude, so I stopped going there. I'm going back to edited series when the custom build arrives. Oh, okay. Oh, John, thank you. Yeah, okay, so I am at almost 45 minutes for this episode. I apologize, I kind of ran it long because I wanted to get some a lot of things done here, and it's very easy to get sucked into the game and lose track of where you are. So this is the very, very early basic starting of all the automation and stuff, and as you can see, I'm sitting here talking to you, and it's working, and as long as we don't have any bad guys come for us, we're good. And we haven't been attacked yet, so hopefully it'll stay like that. Hopefully we won't get raided anytime immediately soon, but we got a lot of efficiency stuff we need to do. It looks like this is kind of starving for iron ore, so we want to put a few more drills there, but we'll do that next episode. Here I'm getting sucked back into the game. It does it just pulls you in. There's always more to do, okay guys. So guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like what I do, hit the like button. If you're ever on the Twitch or the Mixer side, make sure you hit that follow button. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, do me a favor and share my live streams, share my videos and stuff. Help me grow my channel. Like, I'm trying to get the channel to grow as absolutely big as possible, and I need your help to do that. Also, once we hit 1,500 subscribers on the YouTube side, I will be doing a giveaway for both Prey and Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, I believe is what the title is. I think I've said it wrong every time up to this point, and I may still be saying it wrong, but you know what game I'm talking about. So I'm giving away 2 keys to 1 person, and the way you enter to win that is you go to my October channel update video, you comment on that video, and once we hit 1,500 subscribers, I will pick 1 person at random from that comment section, and yeah, you can get some games, man. So yeah, definitely share my videos, guys. Help me out, and I'll help you guys out. I want to do giveaways at every big benchmark, so this is the first trial run, and if it goes well, I'll definitely do more later. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. I love hearing from you guys. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.